Yo guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm basically going to, make a tier list of every drug and just like based on how dangerous they are and just my like overall opinion too. So yeah, and I did not make this tier list. It's not mine. Someone else made it. But yeah, it looks really good and well detailed. So yeah, I'm just gonna like rank all of this, but yeah, and I'm not a drug expert. I don't really know too much about drugs. I don't even know most of these. Or I actually know most of these, but I don't know quite a lot of these. But yeah, so I might have to do some of my own research before I review them. But yeah, and I'm not encouraging anyone to do drugs. This is just simply a educational video, and you know, yeah, I'll just be ranking what I think of each drug. And yeah, again, I'm not a drug expert, but it's crazy. I've seen some people make like a tier list like this about drugs, and they actually they used to do those types of drugs themselves. But I'm happy to say I've never done any illegal drugs or anything like that. So yeah, but yeah, this is just for educational purpose, and I'll be ranking these drugs. And yeah, so I actually know quite a lot of them. I was mistaken. I accidentally said I don't know most of them. I meant to say I know most, but not all. But yeah. Okay, so where do I start? Let's start off with cocaine. Cocaine is really dangerous, obviously. I would give it F as like the lowest rating. Cocaine is just like really highly addictive, and it's really expensive too. You have to spend a lot of money to get it. It can really fuck up your nose. It does a lot of horrible things. It's a really serious addiction. It can kill you, obviously. It's deadly. You can overdose. So yeah, cocaine deserves F. It's just way too dangerous. Okay. Steroids, I don't know. They're not like, extremely deadly, but I'd probably give them like C. I don't know. They're not good for you. You inject them into your body to get muscles. I'm pretty sure it's bad for your liver and like other parts of your body. It's not good at all for you. I don't really know how dangerous it is, but it's not good for you. Salvia. Well, salvia is not a drug that can kill you. It's basically a really powerful psychedelic drug. It can be a terrifying drug though, because you can have like really crazy trips from it. You can like literally live your life as an object for thousands of years, and it'll feel like thousands of years, but in real life it might only be like 20 minutes. So it's really crazy. It's a very powerful drug. It can make you like even experience your life as another person for like 30 years, and it's gonna actually feel like 30 years has passed. Like, it's crazy how intense it is. It's a very powerful drug, but it's not dangerous. Like, I personally would never do it, but I don't know if it can cause some sort of like mental health problems. But it's mostly like, it's not a drug that can kill you. I'd probably maybe give it like an A. You can't die from it, but I still wouldn't do it. It's just way too intense. Okay, let's see. DXM, which is basically like cough syrup. If you're using it medically, then it's fine. If you're using it recreationally, then it's not good for you because it's bad for your liver. I'd give it like a B. I mean, if you're using it for medical purpose, it's safe. But if you're like, I don't know, if you're just sipping it for fun, then it's not good. Nutmeg, probably S. I don't even know if I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's tried nutmeg. It's made from like, I think either peanuts or hazelnuts. I don't know. I don't really have it on it. I think I had it before. I don't know. But it counts as a drug on this list, probably because it can maybe get addictive. I don't know. Drinking tea right now. Okay, let's see. What should we review next? Lean. Lean is definitely not good for you. I'd probably give it like a C. It's basically a drug where you like mix, cough syrup with soda. Usually you take like Sprite and you mix it with cough syrup, and yeah, it's not good for you at all. It's like bad for your liver. So I'd probably give it like a C. It's not like extremely dangerous, but it's not good for you either. Alcohol, well, alcohol, the thing is, it's like, if you drink too much, you can die from it. Alcohol can be deadly. It can cause liver problems, and it is technically considered a drug because you do get like effects from it. But overall, if you drink alcohol in moderation, then it's safe. Like, you're not gonna die from it. Only if you drink it responsibly, but I think I would give it like a C in terms of its like danger level. Because it's like one of those things like, I don't know if it deserves C, because lean and steroids are bad, but alcohol, if you drink it safe, I'll give it like a B. Because if you actually drink responsibly, you're not gonna die, but overall, yeah, it can cause problems. Weed, yeah, weed is probably S just because it's like, it's actually proven to be safer than alcohol. Like, nobody's ever died from weed. It's safe, you can't overdose. I mean, if you consume too much weed, then it's not good for you because you might, like, not be productive. You might, like, cough really hard. It could have its own problems, but overall it's safe. Like, nobody's ever, died from it. But, like, I think you shouldn't do it, like, too much. But if you do it from time to time, if it's legal where you live, then it's fine. Okay. Ketamine, it's actually used medically. Like, doctors, I think they might prescribe you it. It's also used to treat depression and, like, surgery, too. They use it for surgery. If you're using ketamine, like, medically, then it's technically safe. But if you're using it recreationally, then it's actually pretty bad for you. It's not like, I wouldn't say it's, like, deadly, but I would probably give it like C, because if you abuse it, then it can cause some bladder problems, I don't know like exactly what it'll do, but it's not good for your bladder. And yeah. Okay, let's see. Glue. Yeah, I think I've heard like you can actually get high from inhaling glue or whatever. I don't know, it's probably C, not really that good for you. MDMA. Well, MDMA basically it can mean ecstasy, but it can also mean Molly because it means two things basically. But if we're talking about like ecstasy, I don't even really know too much about Molly. It's probably pretty bad for you. But ecstasy is like, it's a pretty dangerous drug because when you consume it, you get euphoria, so you feel really like happy and good. But at the same time, it causes severe dehydration. You can actually die from from being too thirsty, dehydrated, and it can cause like a heart attack, a stroke, a seizure. So yeah, ecstasy is, it's pretty bad. Maybe I'd give it like a D. It's definitely not like as deadly as cocaine, but it's not good for you. But yeah, mushrooms. Well, mushrooms are basically considered pretty safe. I would probably give them S because, from what I know, nobody's ever died from them. But they are like a psychedelic, so I don't know. Some people, they might have a good trip. They might feel happy when they eat mushrooms, but some people might feel actually really bad. They might have a bad trip. But I don't know, like, I personally wouldn't do it just because where I live, it's not legal, so I wouldn't do it. I don't know how my body would react, Some people might have like a really bad trip on it. They might not feel too good, but it's not as powerful as like salvia, for example. But mushrooms are, while they are illegal in a lot of places, they're typically safe because I've never heard anyone, die from them. DMT, it's another really powerful psychedelic. It's basically like somewhat like salvia, but it's a bit different. It's extremely powerful. When you consume it, you literally feel like you're entering a new realm, like a new world. You forget your existence as a human. It's a pretty crazy drug, I wouldn't do it. It's really intense. But technically, it's nobody's ever died from it. It's not a drug that can kill you. So it's one of like the safer ones, but still it's really intense, I only reason I give salvia and DMT-A is just because they might not really be good for your mental health that much, especially if you have a really bad trip. LSD, I would probably also give it A, because it's technically not like dangerous, but actually it can cause some problems, like it can cause psychosis, some mental health problems, but it's, it's not dangerous for the most part. It can't kill you, but it's still not really that good. But it's a really, really powerful psychedelic, so yeah. Nicotine, I'd probably give it like C. I don't know, it's not really good for you because you can get addicted to it, Smoking causes lung cancer and a bunch of other problems. So yeah, it's not good for you. There's pretty much nothing good about nicotine. I mean, if we're talking about like nicotine gum, sure, it's not really good for you, but it's actually good to take it because at least it helps you quit smoking if you're like addicted to smoking. But I'm not saying it's still good, but I don't know, nicotine is just really bad. It's really addictive, you can find it sometimes in vapes or in tobacco. And yeah, crack cocaine, honestly, I'd probably just give it F, because even though it's a little bit different than regular cocaine, you smoke crack, it's still really bad. Okay, let's see, heroin. Heroin is extremely bad, extremely addictive. You can overdose. It's not good for you at all. Okay, let's see, meth. Meth is actually kind of, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but like meth is like, it's not, I don't know, most people say that the chance of overdose is slightly less than cocaine, but you can still overdose from meth. It's still dangerous and it can ruin your whole life. Your teeth will fall out and rot. You'll have like a meth mouth, as what people say. So it's not good for you at all. Okay, Benadryl. I mean, I'd probably give it like B, because it's fine for medical use, because it treats allergies and stuff like that. But if you're like abusing it, then it's not good for you at all. Fuck, stupid voice crack. I hate that was embarrassing. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's see. Viagra. I'd probably give it like, oh shit. Where was this? I don't even remember where I put nicotine. Viagra, I'd probably give it like B, because, it's used for usually older men who can't get an erection or whatever. But it's like, if you're using it for that reason, then it's fine. But then consuming it for fun, I mean, it's pointless. It's not good. Okay, let's see here. Barbiturates, I'd probably also give it like a B, because if you're using it for medical use, it's fine. But if you're using it recreationally, then it's not good at all for you. We'll do the same with perks, I guess. And the rest of these, I don't really know them that well. Yeah, sobriety S, just because it's like, it's the safest way to go. If you're completely sober from everything on this list, you'll probably live till you're like 100. You have a really strong willpower and you're not getting into bad habits. so that's really good. Caffeine, well, caffeine is like, obviously very easily accessible, and it's pretty good. I don't know if I should give it S. I mean, caffeine is mostly good. It can be found in tea, coffee, like energy drinks, soda. Everyone consumes caffeine, and it's technically fine, especially in moderation, but if you have like too much caffeine, then it can cause some like, you can feel jittery or anxious if you have like too much coffee. But then if you have energy drinks, like if you have like multiple energy drinks, you can actually die from it. Well, that's only if you abuse caffeine, but maybe I don't give it A just because it's like you can actually die from it if you drink too much energy drinks, but that's only if you drink like multiple. But I don't know, it's like overall you can't really die, so maybe actually it deserves S. I don't know, to be honest, I have no idea. Okay, we still have a couple of more remaining. So Ambien, I don't know, Ambien, it's probably like, I'd also give it B because it's like, used medically mostly. And if you use it medically, it's safe, but then using it recreationally is bad for you. But yeah. Estrogen, probably same thing. All these pharmaceuticals, I mostly just give them B because they're kind of like, they can be dangerous, but if you're using them for medical use, it's fine. Xanax, well, Xanax is like, not good for you because, like, well, it depends because, for medical use, I guess it's fine, but, or should I give it C? Because the thing with Xanax is that it's very addictive. I mean, I'm sure these are also addictive too, but I don't know too much about these, so I could be wrong. Again, I'm not like a drug expert or anything like that, but Xanax is really addictive, and it's not like, something that's like, extremely dangerous or anything, but Xanax can cause problems because, well, first it's not good for you, and then it can make you really addicted to like other substances, and Xanax by itself can be addictive, but yeah, it's not really good for you if you're using it like recreationally. But yeah. Okay, nitrous oxide. Well, it's basically like a pain reliever, like dentists might use it. Also, I think like if a woman is giving childbirth, nitrous can also be used, but some people abuse it as a drug. I think it's also called laughing gas. So I'd probably give it like a C because it's not really good for you unless you're actually using it for those certain reasons that I just said. Okay, and yeah, these ones I kind of don't know too much about them, so I have to do some research. Synthetic opioids, and you can see it says fentanyl on the bottle. Now, fentanyl is extremely dangerous. It's even more deadlier than heroin. Fentanyl can kill you, even in very small doses. But fentanyl, believe it or not, doctors actually use fentanyl on some occasions to treat patients, which is crazy. I never knew that. Now, if you're using it medically, then it's fine, but fentanyl by itself is extremely dangerous. But this doesn't really make sense because it just says synthetic opioids, but it says fentanyl. So if we're referring to this as fentanyl, then I would probably give it like F, just because it's like really bad. I'm sorry, guys, I keep moving it by accident. It's really annoying. I hope I didn't mess it up. Okay, we have a couple of more. Kratom. Some people actually, say that there's some benefits to taking Kratom, but I don't know. People still say it's unsafe. I don't know. Like, some people say it helps them medically, but probably give it like. I don't know. I kind of know what Kratom is, so I don't want to put like never done. What is this? But I don't know. To be honest, probably just would not try. I don't know. Peyote is basically like some sort of cactus plant, but it's like a drug. I don't know where to really put this, to be honest. I don't know, it's not really good for you. It's probably not like something that's... I don't know if it's even really deadly. Probably not. I don't know. I kind of know what it is. I don't really want to put it here. Probably just, I don't know, whatever. I'd probably just put it here. Crocodile, which is also called desomorphine. Well, I know it's a really strong, like, opioid, but it's not good for you at all. It's actually really bad. It can cause serious addiction and other problems, so I'd give it like D. And okay, so we have a couple of more left. Datura. Now this is actually interesting because it's like a plant. But from what I read, people are saying it's actually very dangerous. You know, you should like take caution. I don't know, it's not a safe plant. It can cause like serious like hallucinations or blood pressure. At least I think, I don't know. It's probably just not good for you. Yeah, there's like delirium, hallucinations, you know, nausea, vomiting. I don't know, so it's probably not good. I'm just, these ones I need to do some research just because I don't know too much about them. But from what I read, Datura is not that good. LSA is also not that good, but I don't know, there's no really sources that say it's as dangerous as Datura, but it's probably also bad. If you abuse it, then it's not good for you. And okay, we have a couple of more left and we'll be finished. Okay, methequalone. Yeah, from what I read, it's also extremely bad for your health. It's highly addictive, so it's also not good for you at all. And yeah. Okay, let's see here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more left. So it says that PCP is actually very highly addictive. It can cause like memory problems, some serious memory problems, and it can also like, you know, have long-term psychological damage, cognitive impairment, psychosis. So yeah, you know, and it looks bad even just by looking at it. So yeah. Genchem is also not considered safe. So yeah, but there's not too much information about it. Okay, so we have 5 more now. So yeah. And then GHB causes like respiratory depression, like memory loss, confusion. So there's, yeah, a lot of bad things. So I don't know, all these substances so far that I'm seeing, they're not like good. So most of them deserve D, I guess, because they're like, they can also have its own effects. And I'm not saying that meth is like more dangerous than them, even though it's also in D. But these ones just, I don't know, it's kind of hard to rank them, but they can be bad for you too. So yeah. And now it says synthetic cathinones. It's basically like bath salts when you take a bath, but they're pretty much a drug if you sniff them or whatever. I don't know. They're probably C. I don't know. It's probably not as bad as those other ones, but it's still like not good either. Although it says it can have serious health risks, but I don't know. I might just leave it as C because at least it's used for a more better purpose, which is like, you know, to take a bath, because they're like bath salts. And yeah. And this drug, 25I or 1, whatever it is, NBOME, it's like another psychedelic, but apparently it causes like really serious seizures and overdose too, so it's not safe at all. I'd probably give it like a D because it can actually cause like a seizure and other problems from what it says basically. And okay, 2 more. Now people are saying these ones, which are synthetic cannabinoids, they're basically like, they have like really bad effects too and can cause seizures, that they're really unpredictable. But yeah, this is based on just what I'm reading, because again, I don't know what these are, so I have to do some research before I rank them. And yeah, and this is our final one. And lastly, 2CX. It's basically, from what it says, it's another like synthetic psychedelic substance, but it can cause intense hallucinations, like severe blood pressure. It's not good, so I'd probably just maybe also give it D. I don't know, to be honest. Not really sure. Like, but it does. It says it does cause like harm and stuff. So yeah. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. So we finished ranking. So this is my list that I made, where I ranked them. I mean, I didn't make this list, but I'm just saying, you know, I ranked it. This is where I put them in this list. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. I probably got like half of them, you know, like without doing any research. Like half of them I already knew what they are, so it was easy for me. But then there's a lot that are like confusing that I've never really heard of. So there were a few times throughout the video I had to read about them and do research before I could rank them, because, you know, some of these ones I've never even heard of. So, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and the reason why I put Kratom and Peyote in Never Done Would Not Try is just because I didn't have too much of an opinion on where to put them, so that's why I kind of just put them there. But yeah, the rest I just, based on facts, you know, some of these drugs can lead to overdose and have like serious mental health problems, so I put a lot in D because they can have really intense effects. Some of them you can die from. But yeah, but some of these I already knew, so I didn't need to do this. And yeah, this video is only for educational purpose, you know, don't do drugs or anything like that. This is just simply, you know, like a tier list and kind of like a bit of my opinion / facts, and yeah, and just my own ranking on where I would put them. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm not a drug expert, as I've said, so I don't know too much about them, but like I said, I do know some of them. I was able to name like at least half, or maybe more, I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and take care, bye.